Greetings, this is Nirov, and we'll be playing Vampire the Masquerade Redemption with modification Age of Redemption and with Voodoo. Simply to make this game work, this is the two things I have to have installed at the same time. If I don't, the game is glitching, and is glitching so badly I am unable to see anything. We are talking about visual glitches, models falling apart, graphical glitches. It's all other type of mess that I was unable to find different solution and have these two modifications installed. So we are playing modded version of the game. That change balance a little, so keep that in mind. Other than that, let us begin. And to simply explain to you what this game is all about, this game is actually a party-based RPG that have turns happening similar to Diablo 1, Diablo 2. So this is actually turn-based system, but you don't see it. You don't see it the normal way. Either way, I can pretty much say it's close to a hack and slash. Other than that, it's primarily driven with a story. An important choice actually, you want this choice. Character options and pretty decent character progression. Now we will be taking control of Christoph as a human at this point in the game. Then it will obviously change. We can store this little thing in a vault. As you can see, the interface itself is quite similar to the first and second Diablo, at least in terms of our equipment, our sash, and this little places for our abilities. Here is portrait of our characters. Currently we have only one party member, and this is how this is gonna work a little bit. We're gonna be playing always with Christoph, I believe. Other party members will become available during the game.
How can the good people of Prague go about their business with such evil abroad in the land?
We'll be gaining new character and losing them as the story progresses. Extremely simple to understand, I hope. There are some rendered movies, but they are completely glitching my screen, so you may see some things you should not have seen during that moment. Other than that, try to enjoy yourself. And the last thing, we have barrels, and if we have barrels, we also have treasure chest, and that means, yes, most of this game loot is randomized. Maybe... no, let's full of this fact. We can't the game to respawn enemies, but we can definitively do our best when we encounter a treasure chest. We can simply reroll it by saving and loading game before opening the chest. The loot will be different every time.
Hail, good Sir Knight, and
He is offering us a healing potion, the best one for humans, but definitely a thing. Here is a smithy. We can speak with the man inside to see what he has to sell. It's rather important. It might be that there is something worthy from him.
Aid from there.
And yes, there is few things that are happening here to be most of the times, I believe, like first 8 to 10 entries. And there is 3 times the same browser, so this is basically the point that On average, random items begin to happen. Special random items is Blast Spike at Mace for humans only, requiring strength, gauntlets of strength, berserker axe, and so on, which should tell you that there is a lot of options for you, but you gotta have a lot of money. Let's speak very shortly about our characteristic and weapons available to us, because it's rather important. What you need to know on the priority is very simple. You are able to progress through this game by spending your experience points on any of your characteristics. Strength and dexterity are only physical characteristics, attributes that you will need to equip better gear. Strength you require roughly around 55 and dexterity probably the same. So I want both of this
The shop.
statistic high if you are not a mage. Strength will impact your melee damage, while dexterity will impact your accuracy. We have some spells that we cannot use here. Ring of Manipulation is actually a good thing to have if you want to sell something, but we will explain the remaining attributes in a moment. Then we have two defensive characteristics, being Stamina and Wits. Both of these little things are primarily, at least for me, defensive, when stamina is required to have more soak, at least in the base game, which will reduce the rate of frenzy of vampires, allowing them to take more hits before you lose control of them, which is very nice to have, to not lose your control over your party every 5 seconds. Other than that, we have remaining attribute. Perception and intelligence is primarily used as requirements for purpose of spells. Intelligence is required for most of the damage spells, but it does not increase damage directly. Charisma is required for some spells, similar to appearance, it's mostly related to mind control as well as manipulation. We can have a lot, and I mean really lots of appearance for free, so never invest into it, because we can have it just simply for free. What you want to remember is that manipulation is actually your main statistic for selling items at a higher price and buying them at lower. So this already provides us with around 4 builds, and you should probably get it pretty soon. Other than that, we have our inventory. Inventory is straightforward. I don't know how I'm supposed to explain it, to be honest. Well, the answer is simple. We have our inventory, and we can equip the following things as they are displayed in this window. This is our equipment, our backpack, let's say it like that, and this is our inventory itself. We can equip on one character head gear, body gear, weapon, offhand if we are using one-handed weapon. 2 rings, 2 bracelets, and 1 amulet. I'm saying 2 bracelets instead of 2 gauntlets because we are more likely gonna be using bracelets, due to it being more common. There is no point putting on every one of your characters a maximum appearance score. It's better to build them around certain builds. And our Christoph is main character, and main character in old RPGs mean one simple thing: he will stay in your party, unlike others. Others might join and leave your party, so every single buff, every single skill book is going on him, because he is the only one who can actually use it no matter the point of the game.
And the fiends have not seen fit to continue such honest labor.
Sometimes luck is also unskippable. just for it to be certain of it. Let's make our first safe file and explore our first dungeon, because this is what it is. We'll be exploring dungeons with our party or Sora,
Earth is laden with the foul stench of death.
and you simply need to beat them. It's extremely nice, easy, present to understand, I hope. I didn't buy any steak or torches because it's not needed. What is primarily needed is this
Moldering here.
healing
This
items.
poor
So
soul died without a wound, save a bit of blood at the throat.
this is one of the dialogue that can't be skipped. Don't get me wrong, I adore dialogue and story of this game, but if we listen to all of it, we will be here like a long period of time. This is a rat hole, I believe. Can we spawn some rats? No, they are not coming out from there. So, for purpose of still producing videos quite quicker and being actually able to finish the series, we will still be skipping dialogues. Maybe it will change at some point, but today is not today. These little things of Schlacht, if I remember correctly, this is some type of amalgamation of Simici, some type of weird ghoul. Doesn't really matter. What's matter is we are able to kill them and throw them into bloody bits when we deal a critical strike. Sadly, we cannot display... don't go there. Yes, I need to change a little bit about it. I only want my allies to automatically cast healing. We don't have them yet. He used a spell, or disciple as it's called, it's potence. Potence increased damage. But as you can see, he lost health. This is the effect of lethal weapons. Lethal weapons can decapitate enemies, which is very, very nice for us. Decapitated vampire, human, or other type of monster is dead. Creature most often than not. There is a healing potion here. You should be always trying to look at the environment around you, and other than that, you should try to use it in this game, because it actually is very simple to use it. For example, we have these corridors, and these rats are coming at us. We can actually return into it, and they are not exactly able to completely surrender us, as you can see. Only two could damage Christoph or attempt to damage him at the same time, making it a lot easier to deal with them. So using every possible trick in the book, every way of positioning yourself is actually important. That's a quarterstaff. This is a bashing weapon. Two-handed bashing weapon, slightly higher damage, but require more strength. Alright. I believe we can go slightly further. There should be more Schlacht around here. Each time we kill something, obviously, we are gaining experience, and at some points we will be also able to gain ranks. Ranks are the only things in the game that increase our health. Oh, that's a very good dagger. Well, not very good. One of the best daggers we can get yearly, and we'll be using that. We are losing 10 damage. It's still lethal, but we can still perform critical hit. I believe original daggers were dealing aggravated damage, but I might be insane simply here. Aggravated damage is, in short, casual magical damage, vampire claws, dog bite, and so on, I believe. Rusty axe. Rusty axe is not so useful. It's faster than our sword, so still decent. And if somebody is curious, no, you can't dual wield. So only one weapon at the same time. We have some holy water. We will be using that a lot later. Every single potion, holy water and other things like that that you won't use during the human playing section, well, you will be able to sell later for decent amount of money, so keep that in mind. As you can see, we are no longer are able to kill it quickly, but we are performing more hits quicker, so it's a little bit trade-off with the daggers. Let's use broadswords again. And here we can limit the amount of enemies that is coming toward us. And there is a szlachta here. The game is very little, don't get me wrong, so you want by all means always to position yourself the best way you can. We are currently facing enemies that are worse in terms of having lower dexterity scores than us, making it easier to hit them. And the further we go, the more difficult it would be, the more insane it will be, and the more likely we will be forced into a real situation. One of the first mini-bosses, Mercurio, is extremely difficult due to his constant cast of Plague Wind, which is a spell that deals aggravated damage. And quite difficult to do. Right, I should also mention one more thing about wits. Wits is actually your possible chances of successfully feeding out of someone as a vampire. Higher your wits, more likely success of you grabbing enemy and feeding from him. And it's quite important. I think this is the best way to recover blood. Because it's free, it doesn't cost anything, you need to only be slightly careful. Alright. That was slightly closer than it's supposed to be. Let's be honest. Also, the lower our health, the bigger the penalty we gain to our statistics. You don't see them now because we are not at halfway point. I believe this is the point on which they are applied. Leather gloves, that's an unexpected drop. Additional defense in form of leather gloves is rare. And as you can see, one leather glove is actually occupying both slots, so selling bracelets is a viable option for us right now, if we find any. I'm not sure if any other character can actually sell items at higher value than Christoph, or we need to put everything into Christoph manipulation. We will know it once we gain a companion, probably. As you can see, this enemy is slow, so he's gonna try to escape, which is extremely annoying and pretty much pointless. But it can actually draw your party into an next room, into a trap, creating very not comfortable situations for you. So you should be wary about it. Now let's drink that potion. Oh, a little bit of ratsis. So keep eyes on how enemies are moving and position yourself properly. This way you're gonna ensure your victory. A little bit of tactics is always important. We're now at the lower level, another dose of holy water. And we don't have to actually to kill everything here. We can run through this whole mine, and if we are lucky, just reach the last boss, kill them, and get out. Simple as that. It won't be as easy as I said just now, but it is a possibility. There is a shield there. And Christoph would benefit greatly from it, but there is also a stronger version of Schlachter, so we need to be careful. Yeah, bastards hit for a lot. As you can see, below halfway point, and we are actually losing our statistics temporarily. The blue value is our current value, the white value is our normal value. We can get buff to the statistics with items, and so on. A rat, that's a good thing for us for later. There is also a torch, won't be very useful, but we can sell it in worst case scenario. Currently you can rather safely create up to 4 builds at least. In this game you can create, well, maybe 5, so we can create a merchant, spellcaster, ranger, 100 fighter and 200 fighter, because there is a difference there. 100 fighters are actually closer than 200 fighters. 200 fighters, especially with polearms, can stand behind somebody and hit a creature in front of first ally. We will see it later, as Christoph gonna be our primary tank in the end. Because he need to survive simply the most things, and we need to put his attributes basically into everything. Sadly, he's never gonna be quite intelligent in my hands. Yes, it says come to me. You can see the head rat here. Head of the rat. Ah, right here. So that's something. We can actually block, I believe. Alright, we triggered some of them. And we can reposition again. Alright, he lost the head, which is great, a critical for us. We managed to soak the damage. At least I believe that was its stand. Alright, and only rats are remaining, I believe, here. There is quite a lot of rats inside this little hole. 4 it seems. There is another normal Schlachta member. We are getting extremely unlucky with treasure chests and not good gear. Yeah, 2 more rats. They don't spawn infinitively, they just spawn a lot from this specific hole. This was probably the biggest rat hole in this dungeon. Oh, this is a shortcut, we can return to the town and spend our points, but it's relatively pointless, we don't have to do it, especially in the dungeon. But from the next dungeon we should start to return and rest to distribute our points. They notice us, they make that little sounds when they do. I believe they can actually lose aggro, so that's something. You can always try to run away. And it's a decent option if nothing else works. We don't have any stakes, but if we did have, we can actually attempt to deal critical strike with it. If we stake vampire, or living creature, so perform a critical hit, they will die instantly. Oh, that's bad. Alright, I believe you will be the only one we need to worry about right now. We suffered from disease, this is bad. I just remove it with the vaccine. We don't have to heal yet, but we better do. If we fail to soak next dose of damage, it would prove really little for Christoph. So drinking a healing potion. As you can see, we are infected by status disease. This status decrease our capabilities in a fight. Another quarter stuff. Flanked mace. This is actually an upgrade for us. Flanked mace, this is actually especially good against. To be honest, nothing. I don't know what it's good against. And this is actually quite funny because soaking with stamina is different depending on the race you play. Humans, I believe, was set in the manual to soak only bashing damage, while vampires can soak both bashing and lethal damage. So, and now we wait till the water fall down here a little bit. It's gonna take a while. 1000 experience is quite a little bit, especially on the earliest point of the game. This little creature we want to kill. Come on. This Wargle is potential trouble for us. We try to bash him into submission. He's damaging us quite a bit. But we managed to deal with him. A little bit of experience. And we can continue our journey through the corrupted minds of evil. Or a Crusader after all, we can feel a little bit like it. And bashing vampire head with a flanked mace, well, that definitively gonna make you feel like a Crusader. Which type of damage is better? Lethal or bashing? Bashing, obviously. Because armor is gonna have less resistance, or soak in this case of this game, for bashing. The higher the number of soak, the better. Simple as that. Potence. Damage bonus. Very good spell, available to almost everybody. Almost. Well, to be honest, to specific vampire clans, but there are 3 extremely good vampire disciplines, not to say spells, but they are basically spells. And it's Clarity, Fortitude, and Potence. Potence increase damage, Clarity, attack speed and movement speed, and Fortitude, our ability to soak damage. So like 3 extremely good passives will be available to us at some points during the game. By not moving any further, we managed to actually bait only one rat towards us. Well, oh, we should heal. No, still good. Alright. Good. Remain dead. And we actually died. I greeded too much it, and we have to kill Wargul again because of that. We got lucky last time. This time it might not be so colorful. But we have a decent amount of soak. And we actually thought it actually went better. Maybe it's good that we died. Well, happens to the best of us. I believe the best type of loot we can gain from them is actually dirks, daggers and so on. If somebody is curious. Other than that, at least to me the weather lately is deadly. So I am literally boiling when recording that. Don't mind me if I will be mumbling, speaking nonsense and so on. It's very likely. Come on, bash his head. And of course you cannot decapitate enemies when you're using bashing weapons. Which is the only bad thing about it, to be honest. Well, now at least we are back in the place we are supposed to be. Let's bait the rat. Good, that's a dead rat. Okay, not gonna regenerate. I mean that rat. Vampires will. I don't think Szlachta can actually feed on us for purpose of regaining blood. But it's actually a good question if they even have a limit of blood. I don't believe they do. Why would you need to program something like that for your enemies? It's so rare to actually see some enemies of the player actually have stamina, mana or ammunition. And the most common thing I actually seen was ammunition. So let's bash him to pieces. Some stakes. Oh, we can actually make use of them. As I mentioned, if we score a critical hit, it would be decently good. Worst type of potion, we can actually drink it. Fine rapier. Huh. I'm curious. How good is this fine rapier? Oh ho 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 ho! Yeah, it outclass everything we have at this point. Yeah, no staking for us it seems. Because we want to sell these quarter stuffs. So we can actually still pick up at least one stake, but we cannot equip it. We can still carry it. But on the other hand, I don't think there will be anything worth to staking. At least not in this mine. Maybe after the mine we can stake something. Like a vampire. Yeah, this is literally the end of the mine. Oh, a disease. That's bad. And we don't have vaccine. This is bad. Oh, this is extremely bad. So I'm gonna be forced to buy vaccine later. Unless it drops somewhere. Unless it drops somewhere, we need to count on that. 2 barrels here. Rusty broadsword, 200 weapon. Healing self. No. It's a broadsword, not bastard sword. I was dreaming! I should not be dreaming at this point. I cannot even read. What a shame. What a shame indeed. Let's go here. Last treasure chest. Normal rapier. I mean it should be better than quarter stuff in terms of prices. Yep. Fine version is actually more expensive version. I'm really worried because of this disease. But we get a very powerful weapon, one of the most powerful in this stage of the game. I don't think we'll be changing it anytime soon. At least not for crystal. I'm not even sure I want to sell the other rapier. Probably not. Let us save before fighting the boss, because this is a boss room. And this is our boss. So unless she actually rip us to shreds, it will be good. And Rapier is providing us with enough accuracy to not use any of the holy waters, and she is dead. And we can spend our points, which we want to do. As you can see, our accuracy do not exist. So we'll be improving it slightly. Don't put anything into 5. We're gonna lose that very soon. Our wits and stamina is pretty bad. We want both of this at 50 sooner or later. We want slightly more strength to like 35 and put our wits a lot higher. Remaining points into dexterity 42, decent. Exclusive dagger. We're gonna replace our torch. We can sell it or keep it. We get rapier, so we're gonna sell it. If we didn't get second rapier, I would probably keep it for Wilhelm. If I wish him to be a tank, obviously. And this is the quick exit from the mine. Very nice, we don't have to return through the whole dungeon. That's make the game slightly more pleasant in that aspect. If you skip all the dialogues like me, you always have your quest log that show you exactly what you need to do. Well, it doesn't have every single detail about your current objective, but it should be enough. So we got very lucky with our drop. That's great.
Who comes there?
We should visit Smithy and so on. And we should do it now before he changed his stuff. Well, I didn't put anything into manipulation for now, so no better prices for me. At least not yet.
The bells up.
Unholy Half-Blade. Acquire 45 strength and only maximum allow 20 humanity. This is bad. This is bad. We don't want to have our humanity too low. It allows us to wield better equipment, but at the price of other stuff. So we can sell here few things. Alright, we want to sell that. Yeah, we want to sell the mice. These daggers we're gonna keep, because we don't need that amount of money yet. This is better version of leather gloves, providing additional bashing protection. Nothing really interesting for us to buy here, I believe. Although there are great swords, it requires 55 strength, so we won't be able to have good use of them. There is also a fine and exquisite version of weapons, respectively plus 5 and plus 10 to damage. Battle axe is an option. And there are enchanted version of items, like Dread and Blessed. Or gauntlets of dexterity. Alright, that is enough of a trading showcase. What we want to do right now is to enter the chapel and stuff some things into the vault. It seems that you can technically get lost in this little place. You should not be worried about it too much. It's manageable to navigate and you always have the map. Oh, that's something.
I am newly returned. My heart warms to see the good people rejoice so, and yet Azra's words chill me to the core. I fear that evil endures in Prague.
Which is fine.
Good morrow. Yet now.
He give her the amulet. Well, it's not technically an amulet, but we get the point. Alright, let's hide a rat here. We're gonna keep some holy water on us, because I'm not sure how bad it will get with our health in the night. But this is basically everything to sell. And we're gonna keep it a stake. So 3 potions, 3 doses of holy water, it should be fine.
Explain.
And we always will wish to attempt at least to pick options that are more nice, more good, to keep our humanity high. I should also mention this. Humanity is your karma. It's simple as that. You do good things, you may gain humanity if the game is kind enough to give it to you. You do evil or chaotic shit, like killing civilians for example, you gonna lose it. You lost too much humanity, you will be friending more often, if I remember correctly. Although it might be actually only the thing for bloodlines. And you might get yourself locked into specific ending of the game and so on. But you can also gain ability to use unholy equipment. Lovely. That was beautiful. Damage of creature. Good. A barrel for us. And some rats. Take the rats. Rats are food for vampires. And we are very close to becoming one. he provided us with additional healing potion, which is nice. That might prove useful. Some barrels. Another healing potion. There may actually be some rats around here. It would be nice if there are. Yes, there is a ratty. We have quite a lot of rats. You can even start the whole family with them. We'll eat them, so naming them is pointless. But, you know, family of rats in your pocket. Rats are probably the best food for vampires, to be honest, in any setting, provided they are not vengeful. Of course, not the best in terms of quality, the best in terms of survival and being unnoticed, at least in my opinion. We are still, at least when being a vampire, a type of predator in sheep clothing, let's call it that. So, yeah, swim actually by here. Oh, that's terrible. That's a quick potion. Yeah, they are using potions, so none of them managed to lose aggro, so this is an advantage for us. Alright. And two more we have to fight in here together with one Szlachta. We're going to use any buffs. And he starts healing at the moment he gained low health. That's some money for us.
It appeared.
As
And now we are skipping a lot of the story.
Lady,
Hush. My
Their little romance is happening. So we, as always, I will assume you played the game. If you wish to experience it, as for the first time, I advise
water.
looking it somewhere else. Or even better, play the game yourself.
I do.
insolent.
So we are basically close to leaving and we just gain our first companion.
Learn thy lesson.
And as I mentioned before, we just become a vampire. We are a vampire of Brujah clan, which is basically a fighter. It's simply fighter clan. So we get two of them. We get our primary character, Christoph here, and Wilhelm. Wilhelm have higher rank, so he have more hit points than us. Other than that, these items are now completely useless. We can sell them. And what we are doing right now, we're gonna simply, very simply, remove everything from quick cast that we don't want our characters to cast. Let's open the disciple panel for this boy here. Yep, always feeding. We have actually second level of potence, so we can use it. Other is unimportant. Yo. Yep, healing and clarity. First level of potence is pointless, at least in my opinion for now. Now, how do we heal as a vampire? With use of blood healing, and this is actually the only way to heal as a
Weak with lack
vampire.
of precious blood.
If I remember correctly, I don't think there is any potion for vampire health recovery.
Thou hast.
Yes, we can actually enter this place and rest, level up our Christoph a little bit, because he gained a little bit of experience. Havens are places in which we can rest relatively simply. Right now we won't be selling that. And yes, I was meant to, they both have 25 manipulation. Once we gain some experience, we will try to put on Wilhelm a little bit of manipulation just to see if he can actually sell items at higher price. Let us rest first. That's 100 experience, that's high cost. Alright, we can just put something into dexterity for now and slightly strength. For Wilhelm there we can invest nothing. He have polyarm, so when we stand before him, he should be able to still attack even in front of us. There is also aggression stages. Best to place it in neutral or defense when you are moving around the city at night. Because if you put it on aggressive, your companions will actually attack random NPCs on the street. We don't want that. Unless you want to very quickly drain your humanity, which is an option. Alright, recover not fragment. If I remember, this is a fragment of Gehenna from the monastery that we need to recover. Our first dungeon with Wilhelm.
I grow faint. Alas, I am cursed to prey on the living.
Only what thou needs, Christoph. Behold.
Yeah, it's a very simple system. You need to be still careful not to kill your prey. This is actually easier than in first Bloodlines. In Bloodlines, when you're actually gonna kill people less accidentally. Here, you're gonna kill them by accident if you drain them too much. And we'll be trying to drain some monks around this area, just to get our blood flowing. We can also use potions and rats, but well, not the smartest idea. It actually is quite expensive to buy blood. Well, I mean, quite expensive is extremely expensive. That should be enough. And we can also bite into this guy. Yep, and they are both alive, which is fine.
What is our...
These are normal monks we can return to feed upon. An option for us, indeed. Try not to attack monks and everything will be fine. Hostile creatures will attack us on their own. There is 3 monks here, which is decent amount. No point casting also blood buffs at every single encounter. Well, because it costs blood. You have limited amounts of blood.
To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
I didn't take up an alternative weapon for Wilhelm, but this is fine. I actually want him, at least in this mission, to use the halberd. Better armor. It's actually truly better type of armor because it changed slightly our character model, which is great. And so I think you probably get the gist of the game. It's very simple and entertaining in terms of its gameplay, but it stands more with the storyline, dialogues, voice acting and so on. So you will not be experiencing much in this video. Still, these are the strengths. Ah, yes, and it's a little orange bar under Christoph's blood is actually his frenzy. If it gets too high, you will lose control of him. Alright, emeralds. Why are you using owl? You don't have it on the list, you're just losing precious blood. You know, we're gonna actually save and reload. And there is sometimes weird things going on with it. Sometimes reloading will help AI work properly. This is vaccine.
Final death to thee, my Canaanite brothers.
That's a shitty loot. That's extremely shitty loot at this point. We can still suffer from disease, don't get me wrong, but at this point, it's annoying to see it in a treasure chest. Still better than 6 gold. Decisions were made, my friend.
To the abyss with thee.
Now we need to turn him into aggressive module. Because Wilhelm here is not working properly, obviously. Dude, stop fucking using spells. Only healing. Only healing. Only quick disciples. Only quick items. Why did you waste your blood? Oh boy, you wasted your blood. Oh. You know what? Give this back. Well, it's changed nothing, to be honest. If doesn't matter. It sometimes works even worse. Sometimes it works even worse. Oh, that was a rat, but it. Silver ring. Maybe we can temporarily wear it on a finger to boost our appearance. Not important. Welcome. Can you come here, please? Wilhelm, the fuck are you doing? Arrows. We don't care about additional arrows. Sure, have them. Take the gloves. We're gonna increase your capabilities in terms of defense. Slightly. Very slightly. Stop wasting blood, please.
To the abyss with thee.
Dirk, good. That's decent.
To the abyss with thee.
Alright. Silver ring, another one. Another thing to sell later. This is here a bracelet. We cannot wear it. At least not now. Slots are occupied. Heal yourself. He's actually healing himself with more, but Scroll of Awakening, that's gonna be useful. This is basically a resurrection scroll. Somebody falls. A little bit of zombies around here. Zombu, to be precise. This rapier is doing its job. Oh. Camera gonna be sometimes our enemy. That's something we need to accept. And deal with it. Old game. Year 2000. I like it. More often than they supposed to be. We actually should be pulling that properly. And we can explore further this place. I think we are
Thou dost
almost in the middle.
Thy coffin awaits thee, stripling. The grave yawns to swallow thee.
Sure, my lady. It's lovely that you have voice lines. I actually quite adore it.
to the abyss with thee.
Go for the archer. The bastards have higher dexterity, so they are more likely to hit us. Another dose of arrows. We're gonna sell them probably. Uncle Vial, so it's actually rarer. It might be blood of werewolf, kindred, or elder. So that's something. Alright, a rat. Let's try to...
To the abyss with thee.
Grabbing the rat is difficult for
To
me.
the abyss with thee.
Padded cloth. Armor. Are you seriously standing too far away for me to give it to you? Oh boy. Let's segregate a little. Yes, point out is probably the best dagger in its normal form, so this is something for us. Oh. Yes, we managed to get the rat. That's good. It's always good to catch a rat. Well, hopefully they don't carry a plague. And we can continue. And we will definitively have some troubles, and second level of the monastery. Out of 3, I believe. And him actually
More dark.
becomes slightly berserk here. By just running at every single enemy he detects.
To the abyss with thee.
Oh, there is actually an archer there. Let's get rid of it. Wilhelm was fine, which is good. There are some enemies on the other side of the room. I'm not sure if Wilhelm will aggro. He did not. That's great. Rat here. Well, to be precise, that rat. Magritte just gained a new rank a while ago. So that increased our health by 20. Decent. Another unknown vial. We get a lot of vials of blood, which makes me really unhappy. No good loot for us, it seems. Ah, there was a trap here. Lovely. Some silver coins here. Did you pick at the top? No, you didn't. Pick the coins, Christoph. Christoph. Now. That's better. That was interesting.
To the abyss with thee!
Wilhelm is dead focus on killing that woman.
To the abyss with thee!
Seems they are both dead focus on killing that woman. And she's escaping to the room filled with enemies, so this is actually bad. And she starts to heal.
To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
Alright, we managed to get rid of her. That's decent. Got dropped. One rat for us. Silver ring. Another one to our collection. We should heal more with Christoph. Blood healing, as you may expect, will be quite important for us. And as you can see, you can actually fail to cast the Disciple, which is hilarious. Ah, here's a skull cap. More soaking for us. I should also heal. Ah, and Christoph, that is something.
To the abyss with thee!
Deal with the archer first.
Abyss with thee!
Wilhelm is taking a little bit of damage. Other than that, it's going pretty well. I don't believe we find any a teleportation scroll, perfect. We can teleport from here and level up. And I believe we need to actually press a left mouse button to do it properly, and then right mouse button on the screen.
Stand thy ground!
Let's become neutral again. And we can level up our characters a little bit. So what we'll be doing now is going for 40 strength. And we'll be going for more wits. Can we reach 40? We can, great. And so from that we'll be slightly increasing our stamina. You, on the other hand, will be experimenting with you, trying to increase your manipulation by whole 5 points to see if you can actually buy and sell stuff at better price. So let us get outside of the university. And visit Smithy, probably. Yes, let's visit the Smithy for now. Because this rusty dagger should be worth around 6 coins or something like that. We increase it by 5, which is a decent amount. Constant annoyance in life will never end, it seems. Alright, let's see our Smithy here.
Good day to ye, young sir.
17, 18. Yes. So it affects also him. So we can put manipulation on somebody else for purpose of trading. I wasn't sure about it. Now I am.
My hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
And this person will be Wilhelm because he have better starting stats. So yeah, let's level up him a little bit more. And increase his manipulation further. Of course, that also means we're gonna lose him later. And we're gonna need to use a different trader. But for now, he will be our main trader. So, let us develop him slightly differently. We can increase his strength also, which would provide us with a little bit of options. Slightly like that. 45, I believe, would be great. But we cannot allow ourselves to do that yet. That's a good manipulation that allows us to actually sell loot. So yes, what do we want to sell? That's a good question. That's a good question. We want to say, well, not that. This is the section that we don't sell. We want to sell that, that, that. This shit we actually need to identify. So we can just put it here before we can sell it, I believe. We have some jewelry to sell. Oh. Not are having full inventory will harm. No, you don't. What the fuck is going on? Take the ring. Accept it, you bitch. Alright, these are simply War's daggers. And rapier is something that we want to use on him sooner or later. We can keep a rat on ourselves. Making rat noises. That's a good inventory. And yes, we will be selling with him. But not everything. We're also gonna use his personal vault to actually store here a bow with arrows. I'm not sure if the game is actually using ammunition properly. That's a different question. I don't think it does, but well. So we will be selling a little bit of our stuff. And then we'll be returning to the depths of dungeon. Rats. Let's take them. Always good to have a rat on you. There are also some rats there.
Good day to you, young sir.
Yes, and it's even cheaper, which is decent. 67, 90, 37, 37, 37, 75, 7. And this is the best dagger that we currently have. Do I want to sell it? We have rapier, so yes. And 1,000, that's a decent amount. We can buy even a fine plumber. That's an option. Another fine rapier. But nothing good actually. Dread falchion, broadsword, blessed leather armor. This for humans, not vampires. So that is it in terms of selling here, but we can also visit Gypsy. We will be doing that later. No, we should visit her now because we are still in the middle of that dungeon. We should visit her now. I believe the word change is changing slightly each time we finish a quest, so better to keep that in mind. And let's see what Gypsy have for us, because she actually gonna have some artifacts this time.
Hello, young one.
Yes, she have some blood. It's 65 for one vial of blood that restore 25. It's really pricey. Seeing as we will end up at having 4 party members, it's gonna cost a lot to have them feeded all exclusively with that, which is impossible. So, Firestorm. cool. Steak, holy water. Internet Vita, it's probably the one we found. Blood ring. A lot of stuff that we cannot do. Serenity rings is a good option. Blood link, honestly, to be honest. Blood bracelet, always decent. Disciple bracelet. I mean, it's decent. Hair shield is not for us, we're never gonna use it. It replaces our armor completely. Nothing interesting she have currently, so we can return to the university and teleport back. Simple as that. Offer them a little bit of manipulation, although Serena later can actually have decent amount of manipulation herself. But I do not remember her stats, outside of that her strength is terrible. So yeah, that was the risk, and I took it. And I took it. Right, nothing to hide in our chest, so we can just teleport back through the gate. And we're back here. Good. We can save now. We did save? Yes, we did. Alrighty, right. Where to now? We can enter this room, I believe. Goleras we can kill easily. Yes, we need to put back to be aggressive. More dagger to sell later. He hit us. We're gonna reset slight amount of frenzy. We need to always be wary about getting frenzy. It's not good if we... Unless you can do some weird build for frenzy, it's not good to have it a high amount. Golden ring. Temporary appearance bonus for us. I'm gonna sell it later. You need to be quite aware that you cannot actually grind in this game. So when you finish the location, it stays empty. At least that's what I believe. So no additional loot, no additional money, no additional experience. Oh. Heal a little. He fell back into the ground, the fuck. Onyx band. Worst type of ring, to be honest. But we can still wear it. Just to save our money, inventory slots, and so on. And here is spiked mace. When we increase Wilhelm's strength, he will be able to use it. So this will be our priority, to give him 50 strength right now. Scroll of Awakening. And we are closer with each killed creatures to actually provide him with the decent amount of strength that he needs. Now this should allow us to go through this door, I believe. This I believe we needed to pull that ladder, or there was a room that I don't remember. This is also a possibility, but I don't think think it's here nearby. Alright, where is Wilhelm? Can you join me? Let's gather the Tesseract. I don't think he can join us,
I
so
do withdraw.
I'll just move him manually. Yeah, look at that. The boy gets stuck. It's gonna happen sometimes. But it's temporary problem, so... Alright, now... Let's make the emeralds glow again. And it should be fine. Come on, just come. Oh, yes.
To the abyss with thee.
Oh boy. Well, it seems we are doing rather well. At least for now. Outside of a little interruption. Everything seems to be fine. And this actually this place, which is filled with little Cappadocians. A silver ring. Did not notice it. One of many things to sell.
Feel the cold embrace of the tomb-dwelled.
I will consider it. Tombs are nice to rest. They are cold. And in this weather? Oh boy, in this weather, you would like to rest in a tomb, trust me. Okay, William is still healing, so this is good.
To the abyss with thee.
Alright. Good. Femur here. It was some type of item that we can discover later. Walk of Abyss. When we need it. And we don't need it yet. So it's fine. And he already spotted some things to kill. But he should be fine. Oh, what is that? Spirit's touch. I don't remember what this was doing. Wilhelm, stop dying to rats. You have high amount of bloods. Do not die to them. Let's give you some manual healing. Yes, so we are in the basically end parts of this dungeon. Another silver ring for our collection. Wilhelm, what the fuck are you doing? You know what? I would like that boat back. Can you give it to me? You fucker. Alright, we need to release Wilhelm, because he entered the textures. And I'm not sure if we can do anything with that. So let's try to... Yeah, that should do the trick. And we are failing at casting healing. We actually need more blood in our inventory. 5 rats were sacrificed for that blood. Don't get into the wall again, okay?
We have cut a shroud for thee. Come and wear
Just say that.
To
That's
the
lovely.
abyss with thee.
Thank you for carrying that much. Oh. What? There was a fireball there for a moment. Probably a trap tire. Holy Star of David, it's I believe amulet for humans, not identified. Scroll of blood stamina, bag of gold. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. Let's use her position to our advantage. And everything should be fine. Yes, we want them close to us, so they don't have much chances of running away and luring us into a bigger group of enemies.
To the abyss with thee.
Although I managed to lure Wilhelm.
To the abyss with thee.
Well, let's just be glad that lethal damage is working against skeletons. Scroll of Awakening, another one.
To the abyss with thee.
This capitation is gone. Some bag of golds, another zombu to our lovely collection of the zombus. Silver coins. Gold. And a switch. Come on, Wilhelm. Everything will be fine, Wilhelm. If you follow me, that is. Wilhelm. Oh, that's a problem.
the cold embrace of the tomb.
Yeah, it's very likely we actually enter this hall cold and blaze because
To the abyss.
Wilhelm is behind the gate.
To the abyss with thee.
So, what are you representing with yourself, Wilhelm? Leaving me like that? To face all these horrors alone?
To the abyss with thee.
What the fuck are you doing here? Oh, alright. Well, he just gained a new rank. More hit points for him. That's cool. 150. No, you are not going for the combat. You are not going for the combat. Not yet. There is a skeleton archer.
To the abyss with thee.
Good. More corpses to fill this world. Alright. Doing good.
A key.
Yep, and the key that we need. Some additional money is lying here. We always want some money. Money is good. I think the inventory is a mess. And now we actually would like to eat some rats. Wilhelm? Alright, you're coming. Come on, Wilhelm. I want it to be close.
Tis Garonol's study.
Wilhelm, where the fuck are you going? You have enemy right in front of you. How the fuck did you aggro on that woman? And the bastard managed to hit me. Which is hilarious. 2500. I don't think Wilhelm gonna have enough strength to wield the mace after this parts of the dungeon. But maybe we gain some bonus experience after we give the quest back. That's also an option. There is very little left. Only enemies in this room and boss. And the boss is annoying, as this is Mercurio we are speaking about, and his breath of death, of plague winds, I believe. It's gonna be a pain to deal with. Back of gold, Wilhelm is fighting somewhere, but I didn't see. He's fighting like there. Are you doing fine, Wilhelm? Yes, you are. And we actually have shield. Well, let's say for you right now. Take this
My
rabbit.
newest child.
If Mercurio is
I will. What the?
Alright. Leather armor, that's actually good, but this is blessed leather armor, so we cannot use it. So unless we identify it. Selling it may be a bad idea. Oh well.
stand thy ground.
Be closer to me, Wilhelm. That should actually work properly. Yeah, you are getting closer. I need to use that options more often. And it seems everything is trying to slightly disturb the recording, which annoys me. Let's make this a file.
What? How comes thou here?
Canst thou? Nay, thou.
And this is the spell I was speaking about before. He basically cast is under his leg and there is nothing we can do about it.
The beast awakens.
Yep, we are almost dead. We are actually dead. Yeah, this is lost attempt, I believe.
No outsiders into our desolation.
Yeah, no. Wouldn't be able to do that, sadly.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Alright, what we can do then? We can do that, that, and try to speedrun through the dialogue.
What?
Canst thou restore? Nay.
Alright. It's decent. It's terrible. Another plague wind and I cannot move. And frenzy. So unless he... No, he didn't kill him in frenzy. Oh boy.
Let loose thy wrath.
Alright, so we need to cast that.
What? Nay. Beast was within me.
Polham is that. Lovely.
To the abyss with thee.
And this is still going terribly bad. And we are dead. Again. Sadly. Well, let's try it again.
Let loose thy wrath. What? Canst thou? Nay.
Nay.
Move away. Move away. Works like fucking charm. Alright, let's reload it again. That's gonna take few attempts.
What? Can nay.
Oh, this is actually good. That was wasted opportunity so much. Oh, God damn it. Fuck you and your stupid plague wind. Yeah, no. As I mentioned before, don't actually have any blood cap. So this is the thing that makes the combat slightly more difficult. Alright, this is the better place for us to move on and prepare buffs. Let's try to do it from this place. One, two, one.
What? Nay.
Move away, move away. Yeah, he's dying to the plague winds. And why the fuck did you start casting disciplines that you do not have on yourself? For fuck's sake, you stupid fuck. Alright, again.
What? Nay.
Hit him.
To the abyss with thee.
Hit him, just keep hitting him. Thank you. That took too many
The
attempts.
signs of Gehenna.
What me?
So, can somebody tell me why the fuck I have ability to disable every single use of their disciples and they still use it? Why? What's the fucking reason?
Lariki.
Garen search.
Alright. Another letter armor. Dark one this time. Great. I don't know, it rats. So I have two armors we cannot use. Lovely. Lovely drop. Beautiful even, I would say. Alright. That's everything that there was to be done in this dungeon. Let us use a scroll. Wrong button.
We must hurry.
Romance, dialogue. Lovely, but not for us today.
Stand thy ground.
You're not aggressive, yes? Oh, you are here. You are not always here. Which is funny. It's probably due to some glitch. Well, so we can visit Smithy. And sell him some things. As Wilhelm. I mean,
Good day to you, young sir.
I can sell it to you for some extremely cheap price, so that's a problem.
You have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
This we are keeping. Alright, give him more Chevalery. That's gonna be taking a while doing this
Good day
dark
to you,
method,
young
but
sir.
not exactly many options. But okay. Nice.
Good day to you.
Alright, we don't want to sell that shield, we want to sell that. Can you identify it somehow? No. Well, I should place it in a storage box, but I didn't do that. Alright, so gems. I don't remember if gems are actually useful to anything in this game. It doesn't
Good day
truly
to you,
matter.
young sir.
Well, that's decent income. We can buy Berserk Hammer with possibility of casing Wilder to enter Frenzy. Dread Broadsword. Extremely fast, slightly more damage than Rapier and the same accuracy as Rapier with ability to case Fear. Not for us, not for any of the builds here. Incendiary Shortbow. Fire damage. Ooh, that's good. Not for us though. We might still buy it though. Huh. Nice gauntlets.
You have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
Well, let us return to the university for now. This way. So I believe we're gonna kill Golem. And then we're probably gonna end the video, something like that.
This is most excellent, Willem.
Alright, and we gain new discipline group for Christoph Protean. We won't be using that obviously, but well. Let us increase our soak, our accuracy, and I believe we can actually increase our strength. Yeah, this looks very good. What do we need the most of? I guess probably better healing would be good to have it at least on level 2. So let's keep remaining points. You on the other hand, we need you at 50 strength, so here we go. Some more wits, so we'll get crazy less often. And some dexterity for slightly better accuracy. And now he can equip this weapon. He will be using it only a little bit. Yes, we need to kill the golem. There won't be any loot, I believe, there, so simply dealing with him should be enough. We have decent chance to deal with him properly, but well, we don't have any equipment that his lack of it. I can just send him to kill random civilians so he can equip dark letter armor. How much humanity you have? 70. I mean, that's an option. And the golem here will actually be a problem. And because this fucker is actually quite tough. So what we want to do is the same with Mercurio. Save before, just before entering combat with him. Buff the shit out of William.
Blood. I crave blood.
And try to kill it. Sadly, this cutscene we gotta watch. So putting points into clarity right now might have been in trouble. Yeah, clarity will be part basically. Yep, and William is basically insane. He's basically also dead right now.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
The beast roars within me.
Yep. But we are actually, I think, are able to do it first the time. Yeah, good.
This is the Kabbalistic.
Alright. You, my boy, need some rats. Here, we have 3 just for you. No, that's well. And good. And decent. And we can leave this place.
The demon.
Additional experience. And we can actually invest into stronger blood healing, which is decent. Now we can try to reach 55 strength, which is the required strength to wield full plate. I believe. So yeah, I think we are gonna do that simply. You on the other hand, you're almost there. You can probably reach it already. No, you can almost reach it. Now our healing is stronger. as you can see. So it actually is pretty good.
Stand thy
It
ground.
has become normal Wilhelm. Don't attack civilians. What I need to do is visit Cappadocia. And we actually need to go by the bridge. We won't be entering any dungeon right now, there is simply a moment of running around a little bit, which is usual for all the games. You need to actually interact with the world, especially if they are story-based games with RPG elements or they are simply RPGs. This game is more close to hack and slash or action RPG than other ones, but still, it's decent. We can try to drain some monks here.
Hail, Garanol.
And we gain new party member. And show me, Serin, did you have higher manipulation? No, you did not. Alright, so we will be investing more points of that with Wilhelm once he gained enough strength to be a decent, be able to wield war plate armor. So she have less health, she's a lower rank than Wilhelm. Other than that, she's actually a caster, as you can see her attributes. So, not standing in front for her. If we manage to gain her 5 dexterity, she will be able to use bow, which would put her in a safe distance from everything. So that's the idea. 5 more dexterity, slowly building her strength and dexterity so she can actually wear any proper gear. And so on. Speaking of which, we may actually try to give her the items, maybe she can identify it. No. I mean, I don't think this is an identify. Type kindred, lovely. She have fortitude. If you want to make her a tank, she may be actually decent. No, you cannot identify it. Any of the armors? No. So how do I identify the items? I don't remember that. Doesn't truly matter that much. Oh well. Let us continue. We wasted a little bit of blood. A little bit. We're just gonna put these armors into our chest, sell it later, and it's simple as that. I believe right now we need to rest in our haven. So this is our party, basically 2 fighters and 1 spellcaster.
I understand.
Christoph gained a new rank, which is lovely. And we actually need to rest, so leveling up slightly, very, very slightly. But still. Other than that, we would actually at this point like to change Wilhelm gear into more tanky approach. Not much damage. Unless we give him another rapier. Yes, we have it. Yes, we do. which should be good. These items he can simply sell. This it would be good if you can actually give it all to Christoph, so he can just put it into the
My burdens prevent further cumbrance.
chest. Can you move? Thank you. We won't be selling these potions yet. We are close to do that, but not yet. Decent amount of blood we have on us, but we are no longer have any rats, so that's a problem. Let us rest for now. One more point. And she gonna need a lot of experience. And this is the cutscene that you have to watch. At least a little bit.
No.
It's funny that his
I am
shield
not
disappeared.
surprised a little
Dearest Christoph, I have not seen.
Why didst thou?
We know.
A little offense, doesn't matter. And you actually gain slightly amount of experience for speaking here with the priest and so on. Prince. I believe we can just do a little bit of dialogue, because we need to retrieve a reliquary from cemetery. But this would be slightly more complicated. So first let us go for speaking. With some NPCs, I believe we have only 2 dialogue options that we need to perform. And then we will be finishing this video. At least for now. As you can see, this is the place at which we are right now. And we need to reach northern quarters again. We don't have enough money to buy anything useful. I believe we need around 3k. So slightly more, and we can think about buying something. Although we might check the smithy. We can always check the smithy from time to time.
Good day to ye, young sir.
Do you have anything useful for us? You actually have a neck guard. This is actually good. Actually, this is a very rarely used utility item for us. Alright, let's buy it. Yeah.
Good day to ye.
Yeah, that's actually a great random table for us. I was not expecting Vanguard, to be honest, so this is a good way of spending money, to be honest. At least in my opinion. Enemies will not drain us so often, although we can technically use them drinking one of our party members to damage them. Northern quarters were in different direction. Right, I also should actually change her disciples. She's having good there. This is 42, this is Shambling Horde. You're not gonna use 42, you are not a tank. At least not yet. Everybody knows that I love to change everything into a tank, but it's not always possible. This is direct control of that creature, we don't need it. Shambling Hordes are more interesting for her. This will allow us to resurrect any corpse of a human or vampire or anything else to assist us for a short duration. Let's reach the cemetery. Of course we need to fit Wilhelm a little bit. As you can see, they remove bodies. It's still burning a little bit, but bodies were removed, so they are slowly cleaning. Very, very slowly.
Salve.
What he requires from us to actually progress the story more, to bring him a goblet of blood of beautiful elder kindred. That's our elder sire, Katerina, so there should not be a problem with it. And the next time we will be fighting large amounts of Nosferatus. They like to become invisible. And although Cappadocian didn't use many of their abilities, they were surrounded by undead, so at least something was done there. Nosferatus will be on similar level of being annoying. Actually, I have 55 blood. That's a lot more than I was expecting. Not gonna lie about it, I should also take it.
We crave a goblet of thy...
I do give thee a goblet of my blood, brave Christoph.
Alright. And now we simply need to return there and start another dungeon. Our third one. But until then, we will be ending this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good time and I hope you have a great day. Bye!